Good morning. I'm Jim Heskey.
And I'm Frank Torak. Thank you for joining us this morning on the BSN Network.
Our first story for the day is there has been an attempted robbery at a local corner Sunoco. The suspect was last seen wearing a dark gray or black hooded sweatshirt. He is believed to be a 200-pound Caucasian male. Please contact your local sheriff's department with any information or leads.
Next up, 690 is still under construction. 3 lanes are being merged into one today. Your commute will be longer than expected, so be prepared to leave a few minutes early. We've just received a new development. Apparently there has been an accident on 690 as a result of the construction. We're told it is a multiple car pileup and there has been 1 reported casualty and many injured as a result. Our field reporter Joe Peterson is rushing to the scene and will keep us posted. We hope there will be updates by this evening. Thank you for joining us this evening on the BSN Network. Earlier today there was a reported car accident on 690. There was 1 casualty and 1 teen has been injured. He is currently in the intensive care unit. Doctors are unsure of the extent of his injuries.
The reported casualty was Howard Douglas. Unfortunately, he was declared deceased on site. Howard left behind a grieving wife and 2 children. Before tragedy struck, Howard was well on his way as the recently named CEO of Atom Dynamics. Joe Peterson spoke with the family earlier today.
Right now, we are standing at the place where the funeral mass of Howard Douglas is being held. Oh, and here come the children now. Sarah, Caleb, may I have a moment of your time? First and foremost, on behalf of the BSN Network and I would like to extend our dearest condolences to you and your family. We know Howard was a well and respected man in the workplace and community. But could you give us a glimpse of what kind of man he was at home?
Well, to be honest, he was a great man and all, but I don't think I would call him a father.
Could you explain?
I mean, at first, when he was home, he spent a lot of time with us, and it was great, but later on he got promoted, and he spent less and less time with us, unfortunately.
Thank you. Sarah, do you have anything to add?
I know he didn't spend as much time at home as we would have liked, but he was doing the best he could. He was doing it all for us. And he planned a great future for our family. Unfortunately, he didn't get to see that future.
Thank you for your time. It's been greatly appreciated in this sad moment. And know that the community is standing behind you through all of this. This has been Joe Peterson. Back to you, Jim.
Truly a tragedy. The other victim of this fatal crash is 19-year-old Kevin Roberts. Kevin is currently in a critical condition and in a coma. Doctors are unsure of if and when he will recover.
Kevin was an aspiring gamer who recently won in a regional tournament in a game by the name of League of Legends. Here's our interview with Kevin before the accident.
Folks, we are here today in the domain of Kevin Roberts. Our friend here is a professional gamer who has been recently crowned the regional champion of the game League of Legends.
League of Legends.
My apologies. From now on, you will be proceeding to the national level championship. Is that correct? All right. Could you briefly describe to us what this game is about?
To put it in short, I play 1v1 versus all of my enemies. I go out, I destroy them, I collect money to make myself more powerful. The goal of the game is to destroy their main tower. For all you noobs out there, I suggest you practice for a couple more years and then maybe you can come talk with me.
Could you give us a short biography about yourself and how you got into this game?
I'm 19 years old. I've been playing for about 3 years. I used to play a variety of other games, but once I found League of Legends, this is pretty much the only game I've devoted myself to playing.
And when you say devoted, approximately how much time do you spend playing this game?
I probably log about 10 hours a day. At the end of the week, you're looking at 60 to 70 hours.
Wow, that's quite an investment. Has this impacted your friendships or relationships with other people?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, I don't really have the time to maintain any relationships.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Back to the studio.
Well, Frank, it's truly a pity that such a large portion of this young man's life was spent on this game.
You gotta wonder if he would have played as much knowing what would have happened.
Yeah, well, we can only hope he makes a full recovery.
Oh, come on. Christmas is over. What's with all the lights? Man, I gotta check this out.
Let's have a look-see here.
Having engine problems?
Yeah.
I can help. Let's take a walk, bud.
Perfect.
Hi, I'm Rudy with Rudy Schmidt's Total Car Care. As you can see here, I'm doing a complete engine overhaul. But that's not all we provide here with services at Rudy Schmidt's. We also do full tire balancing and rotations. We do headlight restorations. We do powder coating of all sorts. We also do big turbo builds for your big boost. And not only that, we can upgrade your flux capacitor. So come down to Rudy Schmidt's, where you get an honest service with a smile.
Amidst all the tragedy, there has been what some would call a miracle, and Gabriel Chapman has experienced it firsthand.
According to the paramedics that arrived on the scene, there was no conceivable way that Gabriel could have survived the accident.
Much to their surprise, they found this young man alive and well, with only a few nicks and scratches.
Our field correspondent Joe Peterson has an exclusive story. Take it away, Joe.
Thanks, Jim. Gabriel, thank you for taking some time out today to do this interview.
My pleasure.
Now, I'm gonna get straight to the point and ask the question that's been on everyone's mind. How on earth did you manage to survive?
Well, I don't know, but I thank God that I did.
Has this incident impacted your life in any way?
Yes, it shook me up quite a bit, and I actually had an epiphany.
Epiphany, can you elaborate?
Well, I've been focusing so much of my time on my studies that I lost sight of things that are truly important in life.
And what are those things?
When I started college, I didn't go to church as much. I nearly lost all my faith amidst all the distractions of college. And this brush with death put things into perspective. And I realized that all this time that I spent on my degree or job would not have meant anything if I had not made it out today. And I thank God that He helped me through this and that I have the opportunity to correct myself.
Well, that was really insightful. Thank you for sharing this with us. And back to you, Jim.
It has been an interesting day in the news. We've had stories of tragedy, as well as stories of everyday miracles.
Right you are, Frank. On behalf of the BSN Network, myself, and my co-anchor Frank, we thank you for making us your local news, and we hope you have a safe evening. This has been Jim Heskey.
And Frank Turek.
Good night, Syracuse.
And cut.
Alright. Well, pleasure as always, Frank.
Same to you.
Good job out there.
You know, I'm really distressed. Still grieving over the fact that Douglas is gone. I just can't believe it.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a pity because he had high ambitions. Let me tell you about that. He probably didn't even think he was going to go at
I know.
40 something.
Should have seen him at the last party. He was so excited about his promotion. Oh man, imagine what he would be like.
Yeah. I mean,
And that Kevin kid too.
yeah.
19. Oh
19
man,
years old.
that is too young. That is too young.
I mean, but
Oh jeez,
Hopefully-
life sure throws some curveballs. You better be prepared.
hopefully he recovers from that. You know, maybe it's a turning point.
Maybe he'll. Yeah, definitely. All right,
Oh.
let's get out of here. Good night, everybody.
Night, guys. BSN Network version 2.0 is about to be started. Scene 1.
Take 1. The teen is currently in the intense care. No, it sounds so bad. It is advisable to leave early.
What are you doing?
It's upside down. I planned to read that, David. We've just received a new development. Apparently there has been...
Why did you change your accent?
I know. We hope updates will be available by this evening.
What's that?
Thank you for joining us this morning on the 6 o'clock news.
That sounds 6 o'clock. Our first story for the day is a local corner Sunoco has been attemptedly robbed.
Yeah, attempted
Attentively, Rob.
Our first story is a local corner store no-go.
And we have been told that there has been a casualty and many injured as a result. Our field reporter Joe Peterson is rushing to the scene and will keep us posted. We hope updates will be available by this evening.
Is it bad that I'm like straight cheesing it?
Are you really? That was so good.
We can do it again.
And then you start smiling at the news of crashes. Unreal. Kind of a sick maniac, are you? Good job, gentlemen. Amidst all the tragedy, there has been what some would call a miracle. And Maxim,
My apologies. From now on, you will be.
Put your shirt back on.
Okay, that was good.
Oh, here to come the Howard children. Excuse me, if it's not too much of a hassle, you have a moment of your time. Yes? Yes. First and foremost, on behalf of the BSN Network, what is it?
Condolences.
When you're
Send our
angry over
deepest condolences to you.
Condolences.
Condolences?
condolences.
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 Condolences to
Okay.
you and
Is
your
that a guitar
family.
hero?
You gotta be straight-faced.
Oh god.
Condolences
laugh.
to you and your family. We know he was a respected man in the workplace and in the community. On behalf of the BSN Network and I, we would like to wish you our dearest extend. We would like to extend our dearest condolences to you and your family. First and foremost, I would like to extend our dearest condolences.
Ivan, you work at a funeral home.
Condolences. First and
You think this is easy?
Yeah, so my father, he was a great man. But when he got promoted, the last time I saw him at home, I miss him a lot. I needed a father. I cannot stop this coming.
Could you explain?
I mean, at first he spent a lot of time with us, and it was great. When he was home, he spent a lot of time with us, and it was great. Oh my gosh.
Learn that line.
It was good! Were you picking up like...
Happened,
And know that the community is standing behind you through all of this. This has been Joe Peterson. Back to you, Jim.
It's okay!
Yeah, yes. Why
Don't
are you
hit
laughing?
me.
Smile.
Well, to be honest, he was a great man. Forgot my lines.
He was a great man and all,
But I would not call him a father.
Yeah,
I know.
how do you forget that?
I don't know.
First and foremost, on behalf of the BSN Network and I would like to extend our dearest condolences to you and your...
No, it was good. I don't know why she laughed.
I just see this white floating thing.
Yeah, you shouldn't have went like this.
Come on! Sarah Cable, may I have a moment of your time?
Yes.
First,
Cable?
Cable.
who cares?
Cable.
Who cares?
What?
It was all good.
Oh, how convenient.